one of the National League division.
What's up, everybody?
It's delivered.
Alright, we are at the Loves in Rochelle, Illinois. Getting ready to make our delivery down the streets.
We've been saying the Dodgers have not played a real must.
Alright, waiting on this guy here, but they're going to be making our delivery. It's real short distance, not even 2 miles away from here.
The Dodgers running away and hiding from the rest of the West.
Alright, this guy's good.
22.
Alright, and I got my Dodgers jersey back on. The game just started a few minutes ago. They're still in the top of the first inning. It's a playoff game. First game of the NLDS between the Dodgers and Padres. Alright, today is October 11th. Like he might be going to, look like Soar might be going to one of these same customers as me, because now make it right, that'll take you over to I-88. Yeah, make it right like this guy is doing, and then another right, and that'll take you to the ramp. But I'm gonna make a left. So yeah, I don't even need to touch the freeway. Alright, top of the first, it's middle of the first now. Okay, yeah, I'm going to be making a left turn pretty close up here. I believe it'll be that light right there that I see. There's another guy coming this direction. So, we're going to Lineage Logistics here in town. I thought it might have been Americold, but it looks like Americold and Lineage are two separate facilities that are separated by some railroad tracks. The address I have on it's Rochelle Cold Storage, but the address corresponds to the Lineage facility. I think it was 275 West Karen Street or South Karen Street. I don't even know. It's maybe it's 975. I don't know. It was something along that line. But we're making a left up here, and it'll be a right turn up the road. Yeah, this guy's turning this way too. So, yeah, all right. So I didn't look at a lot of the reviews of this place, but I did see enough to see that somebody had tried to check in, like typical earlier. And I guess the guard told them they couldn't check in until like within 15 minutes of their appointment time or something like that. I think maybe even 5 minutes. So we'll see how it goes. One of these facilities right up here on the other side of I-88. We're crossing over 88 right now, by the way. And I'm going to back it off on the speed here into the 30 zone. Probably going to end up following Soar. Yeah, I think we'll be turning right where that truck is trying to come out of, and it does look like Soar's trying to turn into there also. So yeah, I'd say there's a really good chance that Soar's also going to Lineage. It'll be when we go. We're gonna make a right here and then a left onto Karen, and then very short distance on the right side will be the receiver. This is Steam Plant Road. I can't see, can't check for traffic over here because this freaking radar box obstructs my view. Alright, we got a nice intersection here, very truck-friendly intersection. That'll work. What do we got here? Some kind of warehouse with a bunch of people working. Can't see, Rochelle Foods. Okay, it looks like this warehouse right here in front of us on the left is going to be Lineage. So it's going to be a real short intro. I'm going to be combining both this delivery as well as the next pickup, most likely into one video. I cannot stop on tracks. Is there even a stop sign here? Alright, so Soar went past. I'm going to be turning right here where Pride turned in. This will be Lineage right here, so we'll check in right here. Don't know much else here. This is can be a little bit tricky turn here, looks like. Trying to make sure I can't see the tandems the greatest, so there's not as great as I want to. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna pull directly ahead to the stop sign, call the phone number posted near the sign, right carrier number, trailer number, and whatever. So alright, so we'll wait on Pride to get checked in here, and then we'll make that call ourselves. Alright guys, we got a dock door assignment. I'm going to be docking in door 35. Hang on, let me get my... Okay, door 35. Sounds like, from what she told me, it's going to be real close to where that annex thing is in the middle. And speaking of that annex thing, that is where we will be checking in as well. Alright, so I'm going to leave doors shut, seal on and all that, and then just back up till you're, like, you know, 5 feet away from the door or something like that. You know, enough to get the doors open. That's 19 there, so we're gonna be further down. Go further down, and then this is 20. In fact, we'll be in the next section down. Yeah, I don't think 35 is going to be in this area right here. Nope, that's 27 here, that bay door over there. So yeah, 35 will be over here among all these trailers over here. Doesn't look super roomy, but it doesn't look too bad either, I'd say. Alright, by the way, Dodgers got a 2-0 lead now. Alright, 35 is going to be right here next to this grass meal, whatever it's called. Let's see what the yard jockey's doing first. We do have plenty of, there's a blank area between dock doors, between my door and the next one to my left, so we're going to have plenty of room to work with here. Yeah, it is a little bit tighter lane from what I can tell. Might have had more room to work with had the other guy not been docked in there, but no. When I'm setting up, I want to make sure I'm positioned where I can't, or I don't have to worry about that that light pole over there. Just let the truck come straight back, and then just let it rotate, the trailer rotate on its own. I'm like paranoid about where that thing is. Because I can't see where my deer guard is at in relation to the stuff, or not to mention the front of my truck like I could in my Peterbilt. So it's alright, I'm going to be off here. Gotta be careful here. I want that trailer angled. I want the trailer angled more in the blind side direction. So I don't really want to be setting up with my tandems off-centered to the left and the trailer pointing to the right. I want it, you know, whichever side of the, you know, whichever offset from center the tandems are is the same direction I want the trailer to point, ideally. So, all right, we'll get as far back as we can, and then let's reset it. See if we can get our tandems a little bit further over there. I don't think I'm gonna have enough room to do it. So, see now we're so my tandems are pointed to are off to the left. I want to be pointed left, like I just did right there. So now I can come straight back and just bring the trailer straight back, and now it'll center itself. Once the tandems are where I want them, get my drive tires centered. Alright, we should be good. I can't tell how yard jockey's waiting on me, but I can't tell how far back I am in relation to the door. Man. No, he's not even in his truck. Alright, I might have stopped just on time where I might be able to get at least the left door open. I don't know if there's enough room between myself and this drop trailer next to me to get the right side door open, so I'll anticipate possibly needing to sidle over to the left a little bit to have the room I need to swing it. Yeah, it's yeah, this definitely I would say a tighter setup here. Now, if you got trucks in here like this, if it's drop trailers that you're dealing with, it looks like there's plenty of room here, but yeah, with tractors, definitely looks tight. Alright, so we'll continue this when we're at a dock out, because it's, we're going to wait on the whoever the unloader is going to be to break the seal and all that and tell me I can open my doors. Figure out how we want to go about getting the doors open again, and or whatever. Bump it, and we'll continue on. I'll just go ahead and skip ahead to continuing on when we're docking out, though, so we don't have too much here. Because I still got the Belvidere pickup. Speaking of, I didn't mention where exactly we're going. Yeah, we're going to be picking up a reload in Belvidere, Illinois, which is only about 30 miles from here. That'll be going to Clarksville, Arkansas. Not a very long trip, but not like I have a ton of hours anyway. So, alright, so hang tight, and we'll have dock out for you next. Alright guys, we are already done here. It's barely, not even 2200 yet, just a couple minutes before. And we're already done. I'm going to slide over this way. Get my doors shut. This is a one-way lane here, by the way. Make sure I'm far enough away from that. I was trying to angle myself more gently to get further away from that the drop trailer. Now I'm going to go a little further down, so because I see the yard jockey over there.
Belvidere gets hit in the hand.
Oops.
And the Dodgers take a 5-0 lead.
All right, 5-0 Dodgers now.
Nova, the catcher, pointing to his ear, and probably say, "Look, I heard it make contact with the bat." And this is going to be one of those.
Okay, let me get my doors shut and double check that really am empty and all that. We're good. Alright guys, we're all done here. This is a one-way lot here. Also, I didn't mention, when you dock in here, go back to door 28, which is right behind us. Alright, and check, bring your bills in there. The guy came out to start unloading me before I even brought the bills in. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, swing wide here. I got to worry about not hitting pride as well. I'm gonna go to Blue Beacon next and get washed out. Looks like we are clear over there. Perfect. All right. So we'll go down the road here to Blue Beacon. There's one right here in town, right off of I-39. So yeah, right over here is a little annex here on this side of it. There's some stairs right there. You go in to check in, and then when they're done unloading you, the unloader will come out and knock on your door. Go back in there, and then the lady in there will sign your bills, and off you go. Real quick and easy. So I was only docked in for maybe an hour by the time I was already leaving. Alright, so we're going to make a right turn here. Now, you can take this road straight up to the street that the truck stops, you know, like the Pilot and Petro and Blue Beacon are all at. Class 2 truck route. Alright, good. That's what we want to see, truck route signs. I'm anticipating possibly needing to make a right turn before that and cut across where it's not, where there aren't any residences and stuff, because if you go further up this road just before you get to the street that the truck stops are on, which is an east-west street. Now we're heading north right now on Karen. There are some neighborhoods there, so I don't know if that's going to be truck legal. I'm expecting it to possibly be not truck legal past that intersection that we'll be coming up on. So we'll see how it goes. I said we'll just get washed out, and then we'll be heading out to Belvidere after that. We got here so fast that I might end up getting to Belvidere a little bit too early to check in. Normally, I think you can't check in until about an hour before, unless it's a drop-and hook pickup, and not really expecting it to be a drop-and hook. We do actually do some drop-and hooks over there, but it's kind of hit and miss. I'm usually more often than not expect a live load, so. And I don't even know if I'm picking up at the frozen facility or the fresh facility. Right here, the stop sign here is what I'm expecting to, see I-39, use Creston. I'm expecting to make a right turn here, so why go near residential stuff if I don't need to? Yeah, and it looks like this is the truck route going this way. I don't see anything there that suggests that we're really supposed to be on that road. I don't see anything saying we can't be there, but when you see this Class 2 truck route sign right here, this is definitely the way to go. Yeah, we'll take this on down, and then we'll take us right into the street that Roadies, it's Roadies and Petro. Roadies will be on the near side left, and then Petro will be on the other side of the east-west road and right side. And then Blue Beacon is right on the other side of Petro. Alright, I will find out when we get to Blue Beacon whether I'm picking up at the frozen or at the fresh facility. Right about where those signs are up here, I can see the light reflecting. I don't know if the camera can pick them up right, but I can see signs very clearly reflecting off my headlights. Should be where my left turn is. I know that's an I-39 left turn sign there too. So, as you see here, it's I just use Google Maps. I don't use GPS. I don't use a truck route, truck GPS or anything. I don't even have it route for me more usually. I might have it set me up a route when I'm parked, just so I can see what my distance is to the customer, and that's it. I don't normally, yeah, I'd rather just look at the map view so I get a better wide view perspective of where I'm at in relation to different turns, or if there's any traffic concerns that I might want to be worried about, like maybe the road is closed somewhere, or there's a traffic delay that I may or may not be able to avoid. But when I was looking from earlier to go from Lineage to Blue Beacon, I had already figured on taking the exact route that you see me taking. I already assumed that I'd want to avoid the other route just because there's residential area over there next to that street, or next to that block. It's like, why go through there when I come this way and completely avoid any homes at all? Alright, so this light right here on the left side, near side of us, is the roadies. And then on the opposite side of the intersection on the right is Petro. We'll be making a right turn right by where Petro's at. And on the other side of the highway is Pilot. This roadies here, now roadies used to be a Pilot Flying J affiliate, but I guess Pilot Corporation stopped dealing with it, or it's not roadies, it's Road Ranger. Yeah, I knew it was road something. Now, one advantage with this Blue Beacon here is if I recall, they do have a dedicated washout bay. So I don't have to sit and wait for a bunch of trucks that are getting washed. Yeah, not that I don't have to worry about it anyway because it's raining. Okay, so speaking of Sierra England, because there's Sierra England coming out of here right now, I've been noticing, I swear, I'm not seeing so many Sierra Englands with regular OTR reefer trailers as I used to. More often than not, the only thing I see them all the time, but usually they're pulling, flatbed pods trailers or dry vans, because they run Coca-Cola dedicated, among others, with those trailers. I even coming across I-80 where I'd normally see a bunch of washout services on the left. I normally see a bunch of Sierra Englands on I-80 in Nebraska and Iowa and all that. I just didn't see that many. I saw very few. I think I only saw like one or two that were even pulling reefer trailers. The other ones were all pulling, like I said, pods or dry vans. Just thought that was maybe just an interesting observation. Although I did just see two Sierra Englands with reefers right there. I don't know if that washout bay is open. It looks like it's closed, so. Alright, he's guiding me over to the left side. Alright guys, we just got on to US 20 eastbound here in Rockford, Illinois. I think I misspoke earlier, because I was, basically when you get here into Rockford, I-39 and I-90 run together. But then US 20 is what I intended to say earlier. I think I might have said US 90, but I meant to say US 20. So apologies if I created some confusion there. Maybe you guys might have thought I meant I-90 or something, but yeah, and you can actually use I-90 to get to the same street that I'm going to use to get over there. But I just elect to use US 20 instead. Alright, so question was asked, how am I liking this new truck? Overall, yeah, any issues, whatever. I would say overall it's not that bad. The auto shift, I mean, it's not as bad as well, not like I've never driven an auto shift truck before. It's not like driving a manual still, but yeah, I don't mind it, I guess. I'd still prefer to be in a manual though. The real issue I have with this truck are all these damn safety features. At least a couple of the features I can disable at the very least. The two that bother me the most are the lane keeping assist, where it tries to keep you in the center of the lane. I don't need that. Like, pay attention to the road. That's, you don't have any problems there. But so I don't really need its help, but I can turn it off. So I always do. When I first start driving, I'll turn it off and it stays off the entire shift, or until I shut the truck off or whatever. The other one that drives me insane, one of the things that really drives me insane is that side guard thing over on the right side. This is I-90 right here crossing over, by the way. It's intended to warn you if somebody is in your blind spot, or next to anywhere next to the tractor or trailer. Problem is, I have a hood mirror, I have flattened convex mirrors over here. There's nothing on that side of the trailer that I cannot see through those mirrors. I don't need the help of a radar thing to point out this stuff. Alright, this light right here we're going to turn on. I always forget the name of it. It's a woman's name, if I remember right. Irene or something. Yeah, Irene Road. Okay, so if you take the I-90 route, you'll come up Irene. You'll use the Irene Road exit, and you'll come straight up from this way. But I just happened to decide to go this way this time around. Anyway, side guard, now what it does, it has a yellow triangle thing over here on my passenger side A-pillar. The A-pillar, if you're not really familiar with what some of this lingo means, A-pillar would be the frame of the tractor that separates the windshield from the passenger door. So that would be your A-pillar. The B-pillar would be right back here behind the door. And then, like, if you're in a regular car, the C-pillar would be what separates the, let's say, the back door or back side window, whatever, from the rear windshield. Alright, let's see if this car behind me is going to try to be stupid here. We do have some railroad tracks up here, but it probably will not be worrying about getting used at all. But still, we'll want to watch. I don't see anything going on. It's right here by this tree line up here. I don't know. I don't think the camera can see it, but I can. Yeah, right up here. All right. So anyway, we're going to take this road up till it dead ends, and we'll turn right. So all right. Anyway, the side guard. There's an amber light on my A-pillar, or actually a triangle. It lights up amber if there's somebody in the space next to me. Now, it doesn't matter if they can be within about 5 feet in front of my nose, and it'll pick them up. And it'll alert me through that yellow light if they're anywhere between 5 feet in front of me to right about by where the back end of my trailer is at. Now, why I don't like it is if I even merely signal that I want to move over that way, it starts going ape shit. The yellow light turns red and starts flashing and gives me audible beeps as well. And sometimes it goes off when all I'm trying to do is turn into a driveway or something, and there's nothing to see there except for my own trailer. So it freaks out over all that stuff, and I really don't need its help. I really don't want to hear its crap. So, but at least that feature as well I can turn off. I just come here on my dash and go to a certain section on there, go into the settings, and I can turn that part off, so I don't have to deal with that crap. Because like I said, there are times when I would just want to signal right, because maybe I want to move over because there's a new lane there or something along that line, and I want to make sure I don't miss my turn. I think it's, yeah, this should be a landmark right here coming up. Yeah, alright. So one other thing I do have a problem with on this truck is the adaptive cruise. It's, I kind of have a little bit of a love and hate relationship with it. There are times I don't mind the adaptive cruise. It can be kind of a handy feature if there's, let's just say, somebody who's just slightly slower than me, and maybe we're on flat enough terrain or something, and their speed is consistent enough that I don't mind staying right behind them. Like that last video I did, there was when I did my pickup in Lemoore, there was another truck that I was following down Highway 41 the entire time down from Fresno, and his speed was just fine. I had no reason to try to go around him, so I just stayed right there behind him the whole time and let my adaptive cruise keep me, have me do whatever he was doing. But there are other times where there's nobody in sight, and this thing will start indicating that I'm 0 feet away from something that doesn't even exist, and try to apply the brakes. So I can slam on the brakes, but at least this one, I'm going to go ahead and park here in the staging lot because there's nowhere really to park right here. Let's see. Hopefully there's room here. Oh yeah, this guy looks like he's about to pull out. But this dynamic guy's taking a sweet ass time. Alright, so anyway, the adaptive cruise though, it tends to try to slam on the brakes. But I will say that it at least lets off the throttle first, and I can feel it. And when I start feeling it and I'm not expecting it to happen, like I'm not near the top of a hill or something, I at least have an opportunity to get my foot on the throttle to override it before it starts to try to brake. Come on, dude. He's probably out of hours and just doesn't want to use up clock or something. I don't know. See what he's going to do first. I don't want to be running down my drive time looking at watching him fiddle fart. I don't know what's going on now. I don't know if he's trying to set up to back into this spot or what, but if it comes down to it, I'll come back over to the south end of the Americold lot, back into one of the drop spots there, and then check in, because there's no room here on the end of the cul-de-sac. So it looked like he might have a spot right there. So I'll probably just go ahead and back into here then. Just want to double check what this guy is doing though. Yeah, it should be all right. Oh yeah, he's taking the spot that the other guy just vacated. out far enough back where just in case that bobtail driver needs to leave, he can. I think he'll be fine though. Yeah, there's plenty of space there next to me. Alright, well we got a I got a midnight pickup appointment time. It's right at 2300 now, so I'm here right when I want to be here. So we'll go across the street, check in, give them our PO number, whatever, and see what happens. Alright guys, we are checked in and we've got a dock door assignment. We'll be getting door 72, probably be on the other side of the building. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've used that dock door before or been near it, so I'm almost certain it's on the other side of the building. Show you the way around there. Now, generally, because there are two ways around, but usually I'll come in this side over here and go around, basically face the blind side direction, and then usually there's room over there to get turned around and come back if you. I don't think there's enough room for a regular U-turn setup that the kind of, you know, the setups that you see me do a lot of. Basically a U-turn setup, if you're not familiar with it, if there's room for me to get my tractor turned around in front of my dock door, I basically do a U-turn right in front of my dock door. And when I get through with the setup, I'm facing the opposite direction of where I came from, and my trailer will be set up right to, so as soon as I even start backing up, I just follow the trailer right into the door. Real easy to do. You know, it's a little bit of nuance to learning it. It's not that difficult, actually. In fact, most of my trainees, when I was a trainer, they love doing those backing setups. But I don't think there's quite enough room for to work with to do that type of setup here. If I remember right, the fence line is just not quite enough. So usually I end up just going further down, finding a spot to get turned around, and then I'll just do regular side setup. You know, I got to thinking of it because I've seen some Sword Logistics trucks. Let's see what yard jockey's getting ready to move a trailer, so let's see where he. Let's let him move first. We're gonna be docking in pretty close to where he's at anyway, so might actually have enough room to do it since there's no tractors over here. So let me get my doors open. Alright, he's going to pull away from that trailer now, so, and he's putting that in 69, so I believe I'm going to be 2 spots over from that Crete trailer. Alright, yeah, I shouldn't have any problems getting, doing a U-turn style setup here because there's no tractors hooked up to anything here. Alright, so when we get to the end of 23, we're going to do our U-turn. Go the opposite direction, and I can see if there was a trailer in, actually, you know what, yeah, right when I can see the front of the Crete trailer, that's when I want to start chasing it in. Quick to chase it. Oh yeah. so we are good to go here. You see how easy those setups are, how easy those backings are. Come on. You just have to learn the setup. Like I say, when my hood mirror gets to the opposite end of door 73, because I'm in 72, when it gets to the other side of 73, on the Crete side of 73, that's when I start my U-turn. Some of the nuance here. Whatever speed you move on the truck, make your steer speed move correspondingly. So if you're not moving very fast, don't steer so fast. If you're moving a little bit quicker, like you saw me doing, then I'm going to steer more quickly. And you just go to the to the end of the limit. Once I'm facing the opposite direction of where I came from, just go straight. And then when the front of the trailer or truck that's 2 spots past the one you want, or the spot you want, becomes visible, the front end of it is visible, stop where you're at right there, go into reverse, start following it backward in a left turn. Sometimes it's going to be a max left, sometimes it's going to be a hard but not max, I would say. Moderate to hard, moderate to strong max, moderate to strong left turn, whatever. Usually you can just follow the trailer right in there if you have the setup done just right. Works great. It's not really tricky to it either. Like I said, my trainees loved doing that setup. Anytime they had an opportunity to do that kind of setup, they actually chose to go for those kind of setups, more than anything else, because they were so fun and easy to do. All right, now, and then how did I learn it? Watching yard jockeys. You can learn a lot from watching yard jockeys, especially the ones who've been doing it a long time. They know all the tricks of the trade. So yeah, you can learn a lot from them. All right, anyway, just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the red glad hand. I know the loader is gonna come out here. I just can't remember for sure. Hopefully I'm not too far to the right. My right side tires are right on that yellow line. I see a gap over here, but I'm not going to nitpick it unless the loader comes out here and tells me they need me to move. So, alright, so with that said, we'll just go ahead and continue this when I'm loaded.
What's that on top of the mirror?
Right here? That's a camera.
They put it on there?
No, that's mine. It's it's a rear view mirror camera, basically.
So you got one on the back?
No, it just shows everything over on this side of my truck, and then I have another one on the.
So and what do you got it? You got it set up to what, your dash cam?
Yes.
How many gigabytes of memory cards you got on it?
I have 2 SD cards on this one. I just run 64 gig cards.
64?
Yeah.
And what do you do when it reaches its limit? It starts back over?
Yeah, it'll overwrite whatever the oldest files are.
What kind of dash cam do you have?
It's called an Eagle Eye 4.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I got a Falcon Electronics.
Okay, because I got this Rand McNally. It's you know, it was my first one.
Hey man, storage 72?
Yes.
Alright. You heard me loading you, right?
Yeah, I saw the door turn, light turn.
Yeah. My fucking glasses are all foggy. It's cold in there. And it's hot out here. Hey man, what's up? Alright. Pull ahead.
You done, man?
Yeah.
Alright, take it easy, man.
You too. Yeah, if you're interested in one, go to Falcon Electronics.
What's it called?
Falcon Electronics.
Falcon Electronics?
Yeah.
They deal with truck stuff?
Yeah, because I don't want to drill into there, so I just use drill mounting tape, or whatever they call it. It's probably the tape that loves it.
How long you had it up there?
Since I've had this truck.
How long it's been?
Not very long. I had to give up my last one.
You think it's going to stay during the winter? It's going to stay up there?
Find out. It seems to be doing just fine so far though. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Alright guys, we're all done here. Alright, let's get out bit more though. Alright, we're going to go back around to the front and sign for our bills and get out of here. Actually just had the guy in the door next to me ask what the thing was on my mirror. I'm like, oh, that's my rear camera, dash cam, rear view mirror camera, whatever. And so I got to explain it to him what the name of the system is, where you can buy it and all that. It works well. I mean, for me, you might see sometimes on my videos that sometimes right now on this one right now the driver's side mirror can be a little bit temperamental. It's a connection issue between the extension that goes from my main camera to it. So there's a cable that comes off the camera itself. It's not very long. And then there's I think it's a 40-foot or so extension cable that goes from the end of it to right into my main camera. Alright, let's see if we can figure out a good spot to stop without being in anybody's way. Don't know if I don't know. Yeah, might be. There might be enough room for me to. Actually, there's nobody here in the cul-de-sac either. But all right, let me slide over into here. That way, I'm out of the way of these guys on the dock doors. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Why not? Okay. I'm gonna go get checked out and we'll get out of here. Alright guys, we are ready to roll here. It is just after 1 a.m. Took a little bit of time before they were able to start loading my trailer, but it didn't take very long once he started. Make sure I'll clear this guy. Alright, yeah, we're good. Be mindful of where my trailer's at too. Alright, I was gonna say I was gonna let this guy get by. Yeah, give him room to go by, and then, yeah, I think I'm staying up close to the curb. Give him what room I can there. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, I was going to Clarksville, Arkansas. My route plan, because this is one of those ones where if you follow a GPS, you're going to end up in spots where you might not want to be. It's kind of tricky to get down there without being on a not truck friendly or not truck legal route. The way I usually take down there from here is take I-39 straight down to the south until I hit I-55. And then 55 south, go down through the St. Louis area. Stay on 55 until I get to, I think the name of the town is Feltus or Festus or whatever that town is called. I don't remember the name of it. It's something along that line though. And then get on US 67. Then it takes 67 south. That'll get me. That'll get you down to almost down to Little Rock. Can't remember the name of the town that you hit there. Not too far north of Little Rock. You take 67 down to highway at US 64. And then the US 64, you take over to the west, and that'll run you right into I-40. That's the way I took last time I did this route, and that's the way I plan to go this time as well. It'll be about 700, just over 700 miles. 712 is what the thing said, when I ran Google. Yeah, it is Irene. Good. Yeah, I missed that sign because I was busy resetting my. There was a sign telling me I was Irene coming up, but I was busy resetting my trip meter and all that. So, oops. All right. Yeah, I knew there was nobody behind me, so. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go right back across US 20 to 39, and then the same route like I was mentioning in Clarksville. About an hour, actually more an hour and a half drive west of Little Rock. About 55 miles east of the Oklahoma and Arkansas border. So that gives you an idea where about it's at. Alright, I want to drag this on. It's kind of pretty smoothly overall, I would say. Not super fast, but not super slow either. So, alright, that said, I guess I will see you guys in Clarksville, alright? Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you then.